Well, here's a UFC fighter suggesting Trump is the biblical Antichrist and withdraws his support for him. We've seen this with other groups that have existed in the past where there's a big movement for something, and when it becomes a failure, everyone's like, oh boy, I wasn't a part of that. Well, that's what this UFC fighter is saying out loud.
Hey, I want to let y'all know I'm not with Donald Trump no more. I don't support him. I don't like him. The first thing for me was he didn't release the Epstein files. They're even acting like they didn't exist. And then, of course, they're sending Israel and Ukraine all of our tax dollars. He talked a good game. He tricked me. I was fooled. Let me tell you how bad I think this is, though. If you're a Christian, I want you to get into Revelation 13:3. And I want you to read that verse. Yeah, about the Antichrist, about the one who was fatally wounded in the head. Then he was miraculously healed, and the whole world marveled at him and said, no man can make war with him.
So he really is. I was like wondering how they going to imply he's the Antichrist. Well, he's pulling out biblical verses. Now, look, this is why I think we need to come together as a country. Now, you might say, well, you should have understood that Trump was all full of shit. Well, whatever. Maybe people did, maybe people didn't. Everyone gets news at different speed, right? But the guy's doubled his net worth. He's made billions of dollars for his family. He hasn't done any of the campaign promises. He's getting us into wars. He's blowing up, fishing vessels in the Gulf of America. He's doing all this, or the Caribbean Sea. He's doing all this crazy, crazy stuff. And it's not America first, period. It's helping out his buddies and tech leaders and securing the bag for his family for generations to come. And I congratulate people that are able to call it out and see it. Where is the Epstein files? Of course, he's told Mike Johnson. They're literally doing everything under the sun they can to not release those files. I think it's fair and safe for people to say they were duped. And this might be annoying for people to hear, but the economy is in a weird place right now, right? The stock market keeps soaring, but people can't afford to pay their bills. So the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer, and those poor, they're not going to take it without a fight. I'm telling you right now, they're not. The middle class, the lower middle class, greatest wealth disparity we've had since the Gilded Age, right? When we had the Rockefellers, the J.P. Morgans, and all the billionaire class with all of this excess wealth. And then we had a bunch of dusty-ass people heading to California so that they could dig for gold. A bunch of broke-ass people trying to buy a shovel so they could dig for gold. That's the world we're living in right now. As soon as we realize it's not left versus right, it's up versus down, as soon as we realize that and people understand that we're all getting hoodwinked, then we're going to have a little bit of a revolution on our hands.